Hey, what's up guys, this is Scarface95 here reviewing Anker Soundbuds curved Bluetooth earphones, and I did already do an unboxing video of this. You can see it, the link will be in the description and also at the end of this video for you guys to check it out. There are definitely a whole slew of accessories that came with this particular earphone. I'm not going to cover all of this in the review, so if you want to know exactly what comes in the box, make sure you look at that video. So these are $20 sports Bluetooth earphones, and the $20 price range is definitely a crowded market. If you really want to stand out, you have to have above and beyond features, and I think Anker does have some of those features. So first, talking about design, because fit is very important. It doesn't matter how well they sound if they don't fit your ears. So these have the little loop around design, which is why they're called the curve, and additionally they come with a lot of different size ear tips to hopefully fit your inner ears. So what I actually found is while the replaceable tips are very versatile, so they should fit pretty much anybody's ears, the actual curved design is really annoying because it's really long and I have really tiny ears. So they ended up being kind of a nuisance and started flapping around. They're not adjustable unlike the Power Beats that are able to kind of conform to your ears. These unfortunately do not. Then for the rest of the design, it features a routed cable with the built-in remote controls on the cable itself, so the buttons are laid out pretty widely, so you shouldn't have a problem feeling for them. The charging port is also on there, it's micro USB. Though I felt like the control panel was a little bit big and bulky for this type of earphone. I think they definitely should have shrunk it down a little bit. But the cable management and the clip that came in the box do a pretty good job of preventing this control panel from making the cable too heavy and bouncing around when I'm running. Then in terms of functionality, it does have Bluetooth 4.1, so pairing it up is pretty seamless, and you can also pair it with two different devices. And then it has the typical standard playback controls, so you can pause, play your music, volume up, volume down, skip tracks, and also summon your voice assistant, whether it be Siri or Google Assistant. And it also has a built-in microphone, so you can pick up phone calls. Then talking about microphone quality and sound quality, so the microphone quality is pretty average for this price range. It gets the job done, but it's not super great. But then in terms of the sound quality, it's actually quite decent for a pair of Bluetooth earphones, especially around this price point. I think this is where the Anker Soundbuds actually start to shine. You still aren't going to get a ton of bass, and you really can't realistically expect that at this price point, but what this Anker Soundbuds has to offer is a good deal of clarity at lower volumes. And I do find that when I'm testing particularly cheaper Bluetooth earphones that there's this sibilant sound or white noise in the background when you're playing it at lower volumes, or that the lowest possible volume setting is actually kind of obnoxiously loud. And I'm happy to report that Anker does not have either of these problems. I also appreciate that there's no obnoxious voice that's saying like, oh, turning on or Bluetooth off. There's just a very clear ascending tone and a descending tone when you're turning it on and off, which is also really nice. And as with every Bluetooth headset, there's always this Bluetooth blinking light when it's active, and I do appreciate that Anker chose to put this in a pretty discreet location right here on the control panel. However, because it's at such a low price, they had to make do with pretty cheap plastics, and these kind of plastics tend to pick up fingerprints and get dirty pretty easily. But the great thing about this, it is nano coated, so it is pretty water resistant, so I have no problem just washing it off when I feel like it's getting a little bit too dirty. But the number one outstanding feature and probably the biggest selling point of these earphones is its 12.5 hour advertised battery life. And I think it definitely does hold out to real world usage. I haven't really tested it if it is exactly 12.5 hours, but I have to say I rarely ever charge this thing. I often forget about it. And it's a couple of weeks when after a few hours of working out each week that I finally charge it. And a 10-minute charge will get you an hour battery life. So it's almost like quick charging that Apple advertises with the W1 chips. So just to summarize, I definitely think this is one of Anker's best sports Bluetooth earphones, and it's definitely one of the better ones in this $20 price range. It has a lot of features that people are looking for in a cheap sports Bluetooth headphone. So it has pretty good sound quality, it's able to isolate the sound pretty well with the ear tips, it has that amazing battery life, it comes with a slew of different accessories, and all of that for a $20 package. The main thing that's really holding these earphones back that I can't recommend them to everybody would be people with small ears like me. That non-adjustable ear hook is kind of a problem. But if you have medium to larger ears, I think this is actually a really good Bluetooth sport earphone option for you. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like, it'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, Scarface95, if you haven't already, to get more content like this. Or if you're watching this on Amazon, head over to my channel URL right here, or just search it up on YouTube Skyforce95. There you'll see a bunch of my product reviews and unboxings. Feel free to browse, or if you want to search for something specific, just hit that search field. That'll do it for this video. This is Skyforce95. Thanks for watching.